Hello everyone, happy quarantine. Is it happy? I don't know if it's happy. I feel like I'm going a little crazy, but I'm happy to be here and live and healthy and with you. And today's video is Baby 104, how to take care of your baby. Just tips and tricks to make your life easier. Videos like these, why do I make them? Because I had no clue what I was doing with my first baby. And I have a bit of a clue with this guy, and I thought I could share some of the basics of taking care of a baby so that if you're expecting for the first time and have no idea like I was and don't have loved ones near you to show you the ropes, I can do that. And maybe it's your second or third baby on the way and you just want to re-familiarize yourself with how to take care of a baby. I want to be able to help you do that. Congratulations. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe and turn on notifications, because otherwise YouTube just doesn't tell you that I made a video, and that's strange, I know, but if you turn on notifications, then every time I make a video, bring, you'll know, and that'll be fun. First tip for taking care of your child is don't forget to take care of yourself in easy ways. So this is some blush, and I always put it on like so. I also have another blush that is similar from a company called Root Pretty. This is from Boom by Cindy Joseph. I don't know. My friends send them to me. Rub it in. Adds a little color to your face. I hope it looks okay. I can't see myself right now. Rebecca, is that okay?
You look great.
Yeah. I didn't shower for you. I like you. I would shower for you, but I didn't. So, dun 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 dun, little baby powder in the hair. Hopefully it won't make my hair white. What it's supposed to do is absorb the oil. It's just supposed to make me look less unshowered, but I don't know if it's working. But that's the tip. Usually in front of a mirror it works really good, so I recommend you do that. And then a little mascara. The other day I slept in my mascara, which I never do, but I will say it was a really good feeling when I woke up in the morning and I was like, wow, eyelashes, you look so nice. And I think that must be why people get fake eyelashes, the kind that they're just on your eyes and you wake up and you look great. I've never done it. I don't feel patient enough to lay there and have them do it to me, but I now get it. Okay, you have a baby. He is so great, or she is so wonderful. You're in love. How do you take care of them? First, why don't I show you how to change a diaper. I'm also gonna cover some things like how do you give a baby medicine, how do you trim their nails, how do you brush their hair, how do you get them dressed, the basics, we're going for it. So right now, diaper change, get them dressed. Are you ready? Wilson, I don't know if this is a boy thing. I sort of feel like it's a boy thing, but I also think one of you is gonna write me and tell me it's not. That's cool. When I change his diaper, he just wiggles all over the place. And Eloise used to do that too, but he does it way more. And my friends who have boys, they all just say that they do the same. So I don't know, I'm not sure. But the big challenge of changing a diaper at this point, it's just managing all of his wiggles while you're doing the diaper change. And the way that I do that, I use a lot of sound effects like this. Quack, 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 cock-a-doodle-doo. I really do this when you're not here. I give him things to hold. I wiggle him all around. I hold him in place. Hi-ya! Oh, don't show your private to the internet. Hi, that's a life lesson for you, Wilson. Do not show your privates to the internet. See, parenting starts young. Okay, and then you just hold him in place and take the diaper, stick it on, and then he's gonna wiggle around. Yeah, stick it on. And then you can stand him up, good job, and just sort of straighten him out. All of these things I'm telling you apply to babies, I don't know, probably like 7 months, 8 months. He's 9 months now. Younger probably applies, but I feel like he's just gotten a lot more active in his older months. Okay, now I'm getting him dressed. When they're really little too, they might not love it. Don't forget, I am a professional. No, I'm not a professional. That's why I make these videos, is because if I can be a mom, I believe anyone can be a mom. Because I didn't love being a mom. Didn't meaning still don't. But I do love my kids a lot. I think they're awesome. And I think motherhood is a huge gift and you should definitely do it. But for sure, my belief on all of this is if Jessica can figure it out, anybody can. Okay, good job. You're so cute. See? This makes it all a lot easier. Now, you can give them something to hold. You can get them dressed sitting up, laying down, whatever. You want to put your kids in clothes that make you love them more. Because when you're tired and they're annoying you, but I mean, not that your kid will annoy you. They might a little. You just want them to be cute and easy and comfy and low maintenance. So that's what I do. Stretch the neck out. This is a t-shirt. A lot of the clothes I get, Wilson, are gifts from my friends, but they're from Cotton On Kids. Zara has really cute kids clothes. Simple Folk has super cute kids clothes. Onesies are just another step, and they're not even that cute at this point. Don't usually do that, right? We don't. I mean, they just look so cute in real t-shirts and stuff. No shame in it. Sometimes at home, if we're just lounging around, except for jammies. I think PJs, babies in PJs, so cute. Best PJs are the ones, I hear you. Here, take the blush. Are the ones that zip up from the bottom. Those are the ideal PJs. And Cotton On makes a lot of those. Hi, you're okay. But I use all kinds of jammies. Hi, something you can know that I've been struggling with is figuring out a good nighttime diaper, because he's been peeing out of all different brands. We've tried so many. I think, did we like the Huggies one? Huggies has a good nighttime diaper, but I started doubling up and doing 2 diapers, like Hello Bello brand he peed out of, Honest Company he peed out of. Yeah, and even the nighttime diapers from certain companies he was peeing out of. He pees a lot. So you could put 2 diapers on your baby at night, and that has helped a bit. I also remember point their willy down when you do the diaper change if you have a boy, so that it shoots right into, the diaper. Wilson started saying mama first, and then the next day he said dada, and barely says mama. Okay, what should we take him to do now? In the house, if Wilson is being really needy, which happens sometimes, I will put him in the carrier and get my stuff done. I have a ring sling carrier and an Ergo 360 carrier, and I generally like the structured feeling if I'm trying to get things done. So that's what I put him in. Otherwise, he has an office. We call it an office. It's like just a play structure thing that you set him in and he can twirl all around and play. And then I also just lay toys around and let him crawl everywhere. Mom. He zombie crawls or army crawls or something. I sometimes crawl next to him. I'm like, you can do it. You can do it. And then sometimes we just pick him up and show him like, yeah. Here you go. Okay, put your knees down. Good. Tummy time, a lot of tummy time. That helps strengthen their upper body and their legs. And then have them try and come to you, like put toys in front of them, and you're like, come here, come here. And then they do. Go ahead, come on. Yay! Yay! Trimming nails, I prefer to do when someone else is present to help me distract him. So I already did his toes. You can get these little baby nail clippers. The brand is Safety First. I like them. The unfortunate thing is I think mine are old and they're a bit dull, so they're not always the most effective. But then I often will do, I'm just letting them fall to the ground. Usually I'm much more prepared about this. I'll sweep, don't worry. So then I just go for it. I grab his little fingers. Right now he's probably a little bit like letting me do it more easily. Oh, okay, I spoke too soon because I'm talking and because Becca's here with this giant camera. But usually I have to really distract him, otherwise he is gonna try and grab them. And what I do, since these are so small, it's a lot more easy, but you just have to go for it. I only cut Eloise one time, which I don't know if that's helpful or scary to you. I accidentally cut her when she was little, and apparently she remembers it. I don't know if I told her about it or if it was really that traumatizing, but she talks about it. I don't know. The way that I cut her, I can tell you, is I didn't cut the nail that I was actually cutting. Like I didn't cut that finger. Her other finger was really close to it, and I was using grown-up nail clippers and I just wasn't paying attention well enough, and I accidentally snipped the other finger that was right next to it. One last one. So this is where it gets tricky. You just still go for it, don't give up. Because the thing is, if they have long, jagged nails, they cut themselves, and so that's not good. So you want them to endure this little bit of discomfort of you having to hold their fingers and go for it. Good job, Wilson. Sometimes I make noises like this. A lot of being a mom is just mastering sound effects. I think maybe being a mom is a little bit like being a clown. You perform really weird things, all in hopes of seeing a child smile. Now his nails are fresh and clean, and I need to sweep the ground. Wilson developed an ear infection a couple weeks ago, maybe 2 weeks ago, and we're just on the tail end of giving him medicine. And giving medicine to a baby is not that easy, and I had to figure out how I was gonna do that. I will say I'm so thankful for medicine. Poor guy was struggling for a week. I had no clue it was an ear infection. Eloise has never had one, and so it was just new to me. So he was really fussy. I thought he had a cold, but I was just waiting it out for him to get better, but it messed up his sleep. Actually, I guess that's one of the first ways you can know if your kid has an ear infection, is if your child is a pretty good sleeper and suddenly they're waking up a bunch in the night and just really struggling to go back to sleep. That can be a sign of an ear infection. Oh, this is the wrong one. So if they are struggling to sleep, also it affected his nursing. He was pulling off a lot and just was very, very fussy, even if you're holding him, comforting him, and there was no teething happening. So I did not know that that could all point towards an ear infection, and you should take your child to a doctor to get that sorted out. Wilson is also really tired, so that's the fussiness you see. This isn't really about the medicine. Here we go. Got the medicine. One thing I'll try and do is just put it in his mouth. Oh, what? Are you a little performer? Is this real? This is silly. This is because you're here. This is not how he does this. What in the world? I promise this is not happening the way like it normally is. Usually what I do, and I'll show you just for the sake of effect, is I just hold his little cheeks like this so it makes an opening, and then I squeeze it in. Because usually what he does when he's not performing for his fans is he turns his head and then just spits it all onto our carpet. Yeah, or you just bring your friend in with a giant camera, and that will help your child to know that he's performing. So yeah, grab the baby's cheeks, pinch, and put it in. Unfortunately, he had a pediatrician's appointment today, and I forgot because how do you even know what day it is? Every day feels the same. So that was gonna tell me if he doesn't have an ear infection anymore. And now I don't know, but hopefully. Baby play. So a lot of people have written me asking about baby play at various ages, and I think it would be beneficial at some point for me to make a video that talks about like each age and how you play with your kid. Right now, and starting a few months ago, he's a lot more curious and wanting to engage with the world. So someone gave us this little car. We have a little piano for him. Just anything that he can explore, use his hands, crawl and grab, shake around. Yeah, any interactive toy, musical instruments, things that when he does something, it does something, that's really fun for him now. I think more so now than like when he was little, it was more just like he wanted to hold something, right? Now he wants it to do something, or he wants to be able to make something move. This is a time when babies like swings, like grown-up type swings, right? Where they can sit up and swing. They like, what is that thing called? Play structures. They like walkers. However, I know that people have strong opinions about when your child should be in something where they're walking, and you want to make sure their hips and legs are strong enough for that. And you can ask your pediatrician if you want to be totally sure. Or a toy will probably say on it what age that it's appropriate for, and you do that. I don't personally have a lot of experience in that stuff, so I probably shouldn't speak to that, but you just want to make sure your kid is strong enough for whatever toy you're putting them into. Bath time, we have this really cool bath seat. Actually, I can show them this. This is the bath seat. This is not sponsored, so I don't know the brand. It's off of Amazon. You just mount it into the bath and then he sits in it, and it's so cute. And then he can take baths by himself or with Eloise. You have to be there, obviously. Don't leave your kid. Show him how you take a bath. Are you pretending a bath? I also sometimes take showers with him, and he seems to like that. Or I take a shower and he's in this, and the shower water just kind of runs over both of us, and that's been really fun. I still, though, sometimes take a bath with him, so I'll just take this chair out of the bathtub. Except I haven't been doing that with his ear infection because I haven't wanted to make it worse, and I guess it can. I don't understand too much about that. If you have knowledge of ear infections, you should leave me comments and tell me more about it. Around this age, 9 months, we just turned 9 months, I'm seeing separation anxiety. So I leave the room and he cries. I leave him with a friend, even somebody that he knows really well, and he cries. From what I read, that's really normal. And I remember that with Eloise too. This is also a really vocal time in his life, which is fun. And he waves goodbye or hello, so you can start teaching them things like that. Probably this is when people teach baby sign language. I haven't done that. We could try it, but I just haven't. He says mama and dada. I don't know if he knows that that's us, but he says it a lot. You want to come in with me to his room and we'll talk to you about sleep a little bit? Oh. This is eventually both of their rooms. Eloise and Wilson will sleep in here, but for now, we still have it so that just Wilson is in the crib and Eloise is sleeping in my room. All right, baby sleep. things you can do to make baby sleep better: have a sound machine, have a really dark room. Blackout curtains are super helpful. There's a lot to be said about baby sleep. I think one thing that's very helpful for us has been this routine of sleep, eat, play, and then sleep again. So I don't feed him a lot of food right before sleeping. I do nurse him, but I don't nurse him to sleep. Meaning he doesn't fall asleep while nursing. I keep him awake while he's nursing. Oh yay, and he's so tired. Remember that. Sleep, wake up, feed the baby, play with the baby, and then when it's the next nap time, you put him back to sleep on not a full stomach, because you don't want the correlation between food and sleep. Then when they're sleeping, if they have kind of a lighter stomach because they're not full, they might wake up, versus teaching them that they can sleep even if they're not totally full. On the internet, you can Google like suggested sleep schedule for 6-month-old, 7-month-old, 8-month-old. They're super helpful suggested schedules. And I do that because I find that if I can have some sort of predictable routine in there, I'm not strict, but I do try to stick to some predictability, then it helps his sleep quality a lot more. So you're gonna look up on the internet suggested sleep schedule for your baby, and then sort of build your life around that. It'll tell you roughly how long your baby's naps need to be, how long your baby should be sleeping at night. There's also tips online you can find, like if your baby is having suddenly super early morning wake-ups, it might be because they're napping too much during the day, and so then they're not as tired in the morning and they won't sleep in as long. So then you would want to modify their afternoon naps. But all of that will depend on your baby's age, and it's crazy how much it changes. So you might have something that works super well for your 6-month-old, but then 7 months rolls around and there's something different happening. There's also sleep regressions that you're gonna face. So 4 months, I heard there's one at 8 months. The confusing thing is the internet says it could happen anywhere between 8, 9, and 10 months. So we're in the middle of something like that. I don't know exactly what it is, but he is developing like crazy when it comes to crawling, communicating, all kinds of play, like his interactions, he's clearly developing, and then his sleep is really crazy. Though he had his ear infection, so that did affect it. Anyway, right now I'm gonna put him down for a nap. The way that I do that is I put him in his sleep sack. I use the Zippity Zip sleep sack. It's what I used for Eloise and I really liked it. This is not sponsored. I bought this and this is looking pretty haggard, but it works. So I put him in there. This is what I've used since he transitioned out of using his Swaddle when he was little. The thing I like about it is it keeps him enclosed. So look, even his hands are enclosed. He's like a little starfish. I know it's really gross looking and I need a new one. But anyway, see how it keeps him enclosed like a little cute starfish guy? He likes that. Apparently babies like to be kind of closed in, but it's safe. So if he rolls over, he can still push himself up. He actually, I think, likes to sleep on his stomach. Seems like he always rolls over onto his stomach once I put him to bed. Now what I'm gonna do is turn on the sound machine, dim the lighting in here, close the windows, and then I'm gonna nurse him a little bit, and then I'm gonna put him to bed. He might freak out because you guys are here, but we'll see. And I always nurse him in this chair right next to his crib. I also, since he was very little, every time he goes to sleep, I've said it's night-night time, or night-night, Wilson, so he starts to understand. Night-night, guys. So now I'm gonna nurse him and put him into his bed, okay? Cool, baby's asleep. Free time. This is your free time. And I'm devoting my free time to you because I like you. And you're worth it. Sometimes when you put your baby down, they're gonna fuss. In my experience, the pacifier helps, but Eloise didn't take a pacifier. For Wilson, though, I just go shh, 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 and I lay him down and I give him the passy. And most of the time, because we've done all the sleep training and stuff, he is pretty good with that. Sometimes he fusses and I'll just let him fuss. If I know that he is fed, his diaper's changed, he's got no weird like hairs wrapped around anything, he's not sick, then just letting him fuss a bit to put himself to sleep, it's no problem for me. I find that it's actually helpful and he sleeps better after. So that's what I do. Right now he just fell right asleep, no problem, he was tired. How to feed your baby. I can make more videos about this specifically, but you start feeding your baby around 6 months. Wilson started eating around 4 months, but you really want to make sure that your doctor is on board with that. I began with a lot of pureed things, and now I'm introducing him to harder things he loves, puffs and like the veggie chips, anything that's like slightly hard, but he can bite into. French fries, toast, frozen waffles. He's a carb friendly man. We steamed some sweet potatoes. He didn't love them, but we're working on it. I find that he doesn't really like warm things. So soup hasn't really been his favorite, but he loves pureed fruit things. Oh, smoothies, his favorite. You want to see that little boy light up? Make him a smoothie. We got this really cool thing. We're super excited about it. It was sent to us as a gift, and it's awesome. And now I think if I had the money to put towards it, I would definitely do it. So I'm telling you moms, if you have this in your budget, it's awesome when it comes to baby food. The company is Beaba. Yeah, Beaba.
It has mashed potatoes in it.
We made mashed potatoes. This is really cool. It steams the food and then blends it up for you. We have been making such good mashed potatoes for ourselves because the baby hasn't quite fallen in love with them yet, but he will. But you can steam salmon. We watched a video, they do that. Veggies, fruit, so cool. So yeah, I'm like really genuinely stoked on this and didn't even know it existed. And now that I do, I think it's recommended. If you can afford it, do it. It's awesome. Apparently in the long run, it'll save you money on buying baby food. I haven't done the math, nor will I, because I'm not that good with math, but I will make more baby food now. Allergies, so far Wilson has none, but the reason why you would introduce one food at a time, that's what you'll find they'll say, is so that you can pay attention to see if your baby has any sort of allergy. And so far we haven't seen any with Wilson, thankfully. You are a really good mom. You just need to know that. You can trust yourself when it comes to your kid. Try your best. If you have questions, we have a really cool Facebook group actually. I started it on a whim. It's called Jess Hover and Friends because in the moment I didn't know what else to name it, and you're my friends. And it's all these awesome moms who are sharing photos and asking questions and giving support, and it's been really, really cool. So Facebook, Jess Hover and Friends, come join all the moms there and get your questions answered. Yeah, you're just doing a really good job and I totally believe in you. Leave comments on this video. I would love your feedback if you have suggestions for other moms. I'm thinking like baby age 6 months, 7 month, 8 month, 9 month, somewhere in there. So your baby's getting bigger, older. How do you take care of them? What does your baby love to do for fun? What does your baby love to eat? These are the things I want to know. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications. Can't wait to see you again. Thank you so much for watching. Okay, we'll see you soon. Bye.